We're all chilled out today. We are making hydrozol, lavender hydrozol and essential oil. Now this is what's called an alembic distillation still. It's, oh my god, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And here we go. Here's the whole process. So we'll start over here. The base still has water in it, okay, and lavender flowers. It's got 500 grams of lavender flower in it at the moment. Middle section has 500 grams of lavender flowers. Alright, what happens is the water heats up, boils up. You have to keep it at like 100 degrees. Yep. The heat and the steam all goes up through there. Comes up through this lavender as well. Comes up through the swan neck. Coming over through the swan neck. The steam, and which is the hydrozol and the oil, comes in through the swan neck, down the steam, through the condenser. This is cold water being pumped into, and this is rising up, and it gets a bit warm, warmer down here, and it circulates. In here we've got a pump, and I did have some ice in there, but that's all melted. Yeah, that's just general tap water. I have put bottled water in there because that's better for the hydrozol, being better quality water. And then, so the heat and steam comes down here, goes down all through there. Oh, that'll be okay. And then through here we have the hydrozol and the oil into the beaker. Shortly, when that's filled a bit more, I will release this and move the hydrozol down. I won't let the oil out, but I'll let the hydrozol down into the beaker, and that'll give us pure hydrozol. So hydrozol is good for a lot of things. You can put it in some drinks, but mostly, you know, facial sprays. You can add it into products like soaps and creams, and then you can spritz it around, you know, like facial spritz. It's good for a lot of things, really, really is. Don't know exactly the whole list, but it's very, very good. And that is pure essential oil. See the difference there? That yellow line, that's essential oil. Lavender essential oil. Here we are, we're dripping away. Anyway, that's that go for now. I will come back in a little while when it's ready. Hi everyone. Wow, the hydrosol's going really good. The still's going absolutely fantastic. I've never seen this before. It's just fantastic. If anybody's interested in Alembic still, they're from New Zealand, and they sell them from New Zealand, and they're copper, and they're made somewhere in Turkey, I think. Anyway, they'll know. The ladies in New Zealand are great. Hoping one day to go and meet them. But anyway, here we are, and on how much. This is our first batch of hydrozol. This is lavender hydrozol. So that's 400 mils there of that beautiful pure hydrozol. And then we have still going. You can see the essential oils building up there now. So that's just pure. See the bit at the top there? That's pure essential lavender oil. And then what happens is when it's finished out of the beaker, see it collects all through the beaker. We let the hydrozol open it up, let the hydrozol leak down to here, change it over to our little skinny beaker, and then we let the essential oil go into the skinny beaker, and then you stick it in the freezer for a little while, and then you get off the remaining of the hydrozol at the bottom, and that leaves a pure essential oil. So it's groovy, eh? So we're still going up here, we're still dripping a nice little drop. The cold water is coming into the bottom, coming up the pipes. This is quite warm. Ooh, that's quite warm. So it's creating the steam down here in the pipes. And of course, as the cool water comes in, it's rising and creating the steam, and which is creating the hydrozol. And you've got the swan neck and the beautiful thing. Look at that, just a most amazing thing. So what I did was put lavender flowers in the bottom and lavender flowers in there. So when it's just in there, it creates the hydrozol. When it's in there, it creates the essential oil. So you can just create the hydrozol by itself by taking that section out. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'm not too sure yet, because it's my first go. First go. And we set it at 100 degrees Celsius, and it's still going. Might have to keep an eye on the water in here. I'm gonna have to, oh, that's hot. Dumbass, aren't I? Anyway, not too sure how much water will be there, but we'll just keep it going for a little while. It's still going anyway, it's still dripping. We'll just give it a little bit longer, and see. Wow, that's exciting, hey? Right. Okay, well that's a bit of a learning process. So what I found was with the still, because I'm using electric hot plate, it did take a little bit longer to heat up, even though I put boiling water in the Alembic. Then yeah, some cold, and the flowers on top of that, the lavender flowers. It did take a while to heat up, but then all of a sudden it zoomed up to the 100 degrees, and then that's when it started pouring out. So did have to adjust the temperature a wee little bit, but it all flowed really nicely. Then the pump water, I've got into a nice flow, and I think the esky with the water in, half the esky with a bag of ice, did a really good job. You can see that that's really still cold there. That cold, having this water cool is very, very important to create the heat, because the heat rises, comes down the swan's neck, and comes down and goes around into the coils in that process. Then the cold water in there creates the steam, that creates the moisture, you know, that process. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm not very biological, I guess. And it all comes down and into like a liquid down through there. So that worked out really well. So our end product is, I have about 600 mils of beautiful hydrozol. You can see that colour in there. You know, according to everybody on YouTube, that colour, that whitish colour, is really beautiful. Then with the oil, so totally there's 19 mils in there. So that's 19 mils. So from there down to about 4 mils is actually the essential oils. Then down the bottom we've got a little bit of hydrozol and then a bit of scud. Scud. So I'm going to stick that in the freezer and freeze that hydrozol, and then that oil should just tip off. I've got some 50 ml syringes out there, but I don't have any long pipe to go on a 50 ml syringe. But that's actually a good idea, using a syringe. Anyway, we might explore that later. But I think that's a really good outcome for a first go. That is pure essential lavender oil and pure hydrozol. You can see that beautiful hydrozol. It's 600 mils of beautiful hydrozol. I'm going to actually put it in, I've got some little jars in there with some spritzy stuff. Spritzy squirty things, you know, squirty. And yeah, so I'm really happy with that. I'm looking forward to next weekend, and I can see what I do next weekend. I'm looking for eucalyptus leaves, a supply. I can go and forage, and pine leaves. So that'll be finding it this week and exploring, and then seeing what other things I can get. I think there's hibiscus around. I can go and forage, and yeah, who knows? Right, I'm not too sure what next, but who knows. Next weekend I'm also going to probably make some soap and use some of that lavender hydrozol in there as well. I've got a friend who wants to come around and see how we make soap. I haven't made soap for a little while because I've been busy doing other things, and the day job gets in the way. Burpee. Anyway, that's the Alembic still, and I'm really happy with it. It's beautiful, a beautiful thing. Anyway, encourage you, if you're interested, go and get one. It's fantastic. Just the smell in the house, it's like, oh, happy medicine. Okay. See you later. So here we are. We've got, I think they're about 40 ml bottles. Anyway, just going to put in about 35. Well, that's already got some in. Up to the neck. Just up to the neck, and that gives us a little bit of room. So let's see how much it actually is. So we got let's see. Yeah, I think it's about 35 mils. 35 mils does really good. Alright, let's see. Yes, I'm a nurse. I have syringes. That didn't pipe up. These are 35 ml jars. I've got a few others that are bigger, and I have a hair. Okay, let's pop that in there for a moment. And these are little spritzy sprays. Take them off there, and you go spritzy. that's amazing. Anyway, put a bit more in, we might get 2 out of the 1. Alright, here we go. About there. Oh, that one's already filled. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, let's fill another one. Right, that's a bit boring for you now. I'm going to sign off from this video and I'm going to put it away. The cleaning process is fun. We've got a big storm happening outside at the moment and I can't take anything outside because I'm going to get wet. Next weekend I might be doing some eucalyptus. I want to get some eucalyptus and tea tree and pine needles somehow during the week. I think I know where I can get them all. Okay, just foraging. Alright, you have a good week everyone. Bye.